Yeah, hey, my Legion. How y'all doing today? I'm here today to do a review of another movie that fell through the cracks. Now, I'll probably be posting this after I do a review, a day or so after I do a review of I Am Number 4, which is a movie from 2011 I wanted to see, and I found it by accident on Netflix. I haven't thought about that movie in a long time. And then, along with Wedding Crashers, which I have yet to see, but I will see it by the time when I put the review up of that. Because it doesn't make any sense to review a movie before I've seen it. And today, we're going to review another movie that fell through the cracks a year later when Item Number 4 came out, called Chronicle. And the trailer looks so cool, and the commercials I saw on TV look so cool. And this is even before I had internet or my channel or anything like that. And I just forgot about it because the title was forgettable, Chronicle, because it was like Chronicles Nautica, Chronicles Nautica, Chronicles Narnia, and Chronicles of Riddick. And I kept trying to figure that out. I kept forgetting the title. And I was thinking about that movie, and I found that, there was a link to that was blocked originally, and it's on now, and John and I watched it.
Yeah.
I finally got to watch it after 6 years later, and I loved it. It's really good.
It's written by Max Landis, the son of John Landis, who's done some stuff like Bright. He did an episode of Masters of Horror. Fear Itself, an episode of that. He was a creator of the newest TV adaptation of Douglas Adams' Dirk Gently Holistic Detective Agency, starring, now I'm brain farting his name, Frodo. Now you're brain farting too. Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so's good. Like, I thought Bright was okay, yeah. This was pretty good, too. And he's going to remake his dad's movie, American Werewolf in London, so...
That should be good. I mean,
which hopefully be better than the sequel,
American Paris. But that one part, I tell you what, that I saw it, my dad saw it to see it, and he liked it. I saw that one part, I remember seeing on cable, and they were rappelling off the Eiffel Tower. When he came back up, he hit his head. I went like this. But you felt it when he hit that. I don't know if you did that. Like, no. I felt it when he hit his head. Well, this movie is another one of those camera, like, handheld movies, like, Cloverfield or Creep 2 or Blair Witch and stuff like that. But this one involves this one kid who wants to film everything with the camera, including getting a record of his abusive father, and his mother's on auction and stuff like that, and she's in very bad health. And he doesn't really have any friends, and he's filming stuff at school. He brings his camera to school, and it's a giant camera, super expensive. I'd be afraid the thing would break, and I would think it'd be good to do food reviews on, but I mean, it's a lot easier handling something like this than as a giant camera and trying to film the whole thing, when you're eating food and stuff like that. But, and then, he goes to this party, and then, he brings the camera, and people think it's kind of weird. He goes to, like, a rave and stuff, and then this one guy says, "Hey, dude, you got the camera? Can I use it?" And they said, "Well, what's going on? We found some really weird stuff. You got to film it. You got to put it on tape." And he finds, like, this giant hole. And they look, there was him and his cousin, I believe his cousin, and this one other guy. What, it was his cousin? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And they said, if you listen real close, you can hear it. It's like some humming or something like that. And the one guy goes under the hole, and then the other guy, and then the kid, and there's some, like, alien, I don't know if it's UFO or alien artifact that must have crashed to Earth or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was glowing real bright. Now, sometimes they black out and they come out, and then they have, like, these special powers, and they find out how to hone them and stuff like that.
Yeah, like telekinesis.
Yeah, telekinesis, levitating stuff, and projecting, like, power and stuff like that to smash. When I don't want to give away too much, but, and they were talking about their power and stuff like that, and I keep thinking about Spider-Man when it said, "With great power comes great responsibility."
I feel to just watch out if it's Jessica Jones, where she tells her sister, or if you say with great power comes great responsibility, I'm going to punch you in the head.
Because I wasn't going to say it when we watched the movie. Because, I mean, I was fortunate enough to see this movie. I've been wanting to see for my buddy. And I was hoping that, I mean, it wouldn't suck. I mean, I remember how cool the trailers look, but sometimes you might see a cool trailer and the movie might not be very good. But this one was an exception. and they were doing like and then they started playing jokes on people, and so they were kind of being really like mean spirited jokes, and then someone really got hurt. And he said, we need to really hone our skills. There was a part with the flying teddy bear, and they scared this girl. Hey, stay in school, stay in school. And the girl was screaming, and that was funny, but it was really mean, though, but it was funny.
Right.
And,
unless you're a bitch out there, then you might not think it's funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I know, just like that Crocodile Dundee pee joke that I did on that thing. It's like, Crocodile Dundee pee, you drink, really? I'm going to skip this review. Like, give me a break. And, you know, people leave. It's just a joke. You gotta, you know, roll with the roll. What's that? Roll with it, baby, or something like that. Roll with the baby. Yeah. See, I'm actually not that off track with these reviews. Like the last two, and you know, as they said, we gotta try to
make up
control
rules.
our powers, and have rules and stuff like that. And of course, you know, it's all fun and games, and then it gets
so puts
really
an eye
dark.
out.
Yeah, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. And it gets really dark. I don't want to give anything away, but it's somewhat in the vein of I Am Number 4, but different. Now, there's a lot of character development, and you see character development with the special effects. With I Am Number 4, it's a little bit there's special effects and character development, but it's really different. They're somewhat related with young kids, or older high school kids like juniors and seniors getting powers and stuff, having powers.
I've got the power.
I've got the power. And I really I loved it. And I loved it from beginning to end. It's fascinating. You know, it doesn't take long to get into the story at all. And it's only like an hour and a half, and I loved it. I give it a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad I got to see it. And is there anything else you want to about that?
No, I got nothing else. There's not much to it to say, without giving it away.
Well, I mean, but it's really cool. Yeah, I'm glad I got to see it. It's just like one of the movies that is just a forgettable title. I Am Number 4 wasn't the most memorable title either, but that was different. But Chronicle, it can easily get confused with other things. You know what I mean? I couldn't. Right. Even when I was thinking about the movie yesterday, I couldn't remember. I was brain racking my brain trying to get something that starts with the letter C, and it wasn't a swear word either. Yeah. Oh, cookie. That'd be just make much sense. And I guess it was Chronicle because that kid was always filming, taking a chronicle of his life. He said he's going to film everything.
All right.
But I give it a 10 out of 10. And next I want to talk about a short film we saw because we did a review of Night of the Living Dead and we really gave it justice. I mean, with the restoration and our stuff about our histories, how that helped start the Horror Fest, our personal histories back whenever... Even my reading about it in Famous Monsters of Filmland and then finally renting it.
In other words, watch a video. You don't have to repeat everything.
Yeah, through that and you know, I check out the video. And John was saying there was a companion piece on the Laserdisc called Night of Living Bread.
Yeah.
Which we saw it and it was so funny.
Yeah, you have to put a link in your comments.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's really cool because there was a comedy about... The only comedy I thought based on Night of the Living Dead was that one where that guy, he did an album called This Is Offensive, and he took the entire audio from the movie because he found out it was public domain, Night of the Living Dead, and put it in his own dialogue and made a comedy. It was like Night of the Day of the Dawn of the Sub-Dawn of the Humanoid Dead in 3D or something like that. It was a long title. It was a very silly movie. That's the only comedy they knew. And then John was saying there was one called Night of the Living Bread. And what this is like Night of the Living Dead, but with pieces of bread that says zombies, and it's really silly and low budget. And it's funny the way the acting is, and the whole thing is hilarious. But when that girl's running away from the zombie, she trips like 3 or 4 times. That was hilarious. And I love that too. That was a 10 out of 10. Very funny. I definitely will watch it again. I can tell. I don't know if my sister's as well skewed on Night of the Living Dead as I am, but I think she'll like it if she likes silly humor. I wonder if my niece Taylor will like it. It's really very funny. And at the end it said, what I said, we will not colorize, or
It's just do not colorize.
do not colorize.
So it was, I think, what I say date was 1990 or something like that.
1990, yeah.
Yeah, when jackass Ted Turner was colorizing black and
Yeah.
white movies. I said, when I was taking film course, I said, I want to be the anti-Ted Turner where I'm going to take colored movies and make them black and white.
Yeah. It was weird because I saw when White Heat, I finally got to see the James Cagney movie White Heat when I was in high school on TV, and it was a colorized version or something like that. I ended up watching on a black and white TV. But I mean, speaking of colorized, they had a colorized version of Night of the Living Dead. That's one thing I forgot to mention. And I remember when Fangoria was talking about the different versions of Night of the Living Dead on VHS and said there's a colorized version for those with no shame. I thought that was funny. But in Fort Bragg, for Halloween night, it was in 1990. Or 90, I think I'm going to say 1990. I would say, because I was home, I was in Fort Bragg, for Halloween, both Halloweens. And the second Halloween was, I got off of TDY in Fort Detrick, Maryland, like about 5 months. And the last 5 weeks I spent back in Fort Bragg. And I was there for both Halloweens. I think it was 1990. He said, for midnight, we're going to show, I think it was a Saturday night, we're going to show Night of the Living Dead in blood red, blood-drenched color. And the one scene, I did barely watch it, but I was curious. They had seen where you get shot and you see a little blood and stuff. The one scene was a gut muncher. They cut out. So the one gory scene they said they cut out in the first place. It's crazy. So I thought that was insane. And they cut out like a little bit of nudity and stuff like that too. But
right.
I believe that's everything for Night of the Living Dead. I got that all covered. Night of the Living Dead and Chronicle. Everything was very entertaining. I really enjoyed everything, and I'm glad I got to see Chronicle after 6 years at my buddy John's house. I told him about I Am Number 4, and I'm probably sure he'll see it eventually on Netflix and really enjoy it. Hopefully enjoy it with Timothy Olyphant.
Not Elephant.
Elephant or
Oliphant, not Elephant.
How do you pronounce the name?
I'm just teasing you.
Oh, but that one I didn't like. Did you like Hitman?
No, really.
I didn't like Hitman at all. That movie with him I thought it'd be cool, and that one with him didn't work. But he was very good in Justified and The Crazy, and then this one.
Deadwood was a good show too. He was in there.
Was there any other ones he was in? I can't remember.
I didn't really care for that Die Hard movie he was in. It wasn't that great.
Which one was that? Good Day Die Hard?
Yeah.
I heard that sucked. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
The last one I saw was Live Free or Die Hard, the PG-13 rated one where people said it should have been R-rated.
Whichever one it was with... now I'm forgetting his name too. I'm forgetting everyone's names, but the one that was in the last Indiana Jones movie and all that stuff.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, the one with him. I think he was in it.
Yeah, that's back when he was a big star. Now he seems like, I don't know if he's a jerk now or what on videos.
Well, maybe he was always a jerk.
I don't know. 'Cause I remember when he was in Disturbia, someone gave me Disturbia as maybe Shirley gave me that. That's a good movie. It's like a teenage version of Rear Window. Disturbia was really good. And I did see, what was it, Eye of the Eagle?
Yeah.
I remember the Transformers movies, which I liked. I didn't see the last night, though.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. So, we got Chronicle, we reviewed Chronicle, Night of the Living Dead, and did some stuff about the colorized version of Night of the Living Dead. So, I guess that's it from me and my buddy John.
All right.
Wearing my green shirt for St. Patrick's Day, even though this will be posted way later in the week. Enjoying my vacation. So, I guess until next time, everybody, please take care of my legion.